What goes on, guys? We're back here again with yet another review, and today we're going to be taking a look at something I was incredibly excited for. We're going to be taking a look at the brand new Marvel Legends Marvel's Rhino from the vintage Spider-Man Cardback series. Now, damn, I love Rhino. Like, Rhino is definitely my favorite Spider-Man villain other than Mysterio. I like Mysterio better as a character and a design point, but I just love Rhinos, and I'm not usually in the big brutes, but I really like Rhino. I like I remember there was one version where he was, I think in the one Spider-Man cartoon where he was kind of a good guy because he was on Spider-Man's team, and like I'm not going to do that for this figure because it's not the same version, but there was a version of Rhino where he was kind of good in that cartoon because he was a kid. It was a whole different story, but I like that story for him. So, who knows? But I got this because I really like Rhino. I was at a toy show this past weekend at the time of this recording, and he was on there at the shelf for retail, like literally retail. So I'm like, fuck it. Let's go. Cheaper than like GameStop or something too. So I was like, I'm going to get him. I think he was only $40. I think so. I might say it's somewhere, but yep, I will take Rhino for $40. So taking a look at the packaging, it is beautiful. I really do like the way that it looks. Obviously, I'm going to do it upside down just for camera's sake. I wasn't around at the time when these were on shelves and shit, so nostalgia's not there. I just like the design of it. So here is the read up for Rhino. If you want to take a look at that, you can get the swappable parts and shit. But yeah, I never got to build the figure, and I've always wanted a Rhino in my collection, so now this is my first super articulated Rhino. So without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at this guy out of the box. Trigger warning to all my inbox collectors on this next part. Oh no. Yeah, that's the best way to do this. Let's go ahead. A little bit more over here. Yeah, maybe a little cut right there should do me good. All right, put that knife away so we don't cut ourselves. Don't try this at home, kids. Oh yeah, there we go. Grab the head, the hands. Oh, I got tape on them too. Oh damn, that's really never going in the box now. Let's go ahead and get these bad boys out. Alright, there's one. And then the second one is being a pain in the you-know-what. So, we'll cut that open. And, alright. There we go. Got everything out now. So let's go ahead and put them together. So getting the Russian Mafia member out of the box. This is an awesome ass figure, bro. It's not the most articulated, and sometimes parts pop off because of the Build-A-Figure nature of it, mostly the legs, but I'm not upset about that. I think the paint is much better than the first one. I think a wash would do this guy crazy, but I don't really feel like doing that. I've been working on a lot of customs recently. I have another one lined up right now. But, so I don't necessarily feel like doing that. But, I wouldn't be upset if somebody did. That'd be pretty cool. But, yeah, I'm pretty happy with this guy. Just to have Rhino on the shelf is so awesome. I never thought I'd be able to have this figure. I had the torso for so long, and I think maybe a leg, just because I had a couple figures from that wave. But I never completed the wave. Ghost Rider got crazy expensive. I think it was Ghost Rider. He got crazy expensive. But, yeah, so... And I just think that this is an improvement upon the last one in a couple ways, which I'll talk about. So without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at this beautiful head sculpt here. Damn, that was a really good head sculpt. The face looks fantastic. He's big, he's mean, he's angry. I like it a lot. The paint on the horns looks phenomenal. And then the eye on the side is what we want to see. That is my favorite version of Rhino, is the horns on the side, or the eyes on the side of the head. Such a stupid... awesome design, because if you look at it, I always thought it looked like his head was coming out of the rhino's mouth, because like rhinos have lips, so it kind of looks like that. It has to do with like their horse relations. But yeah, for those who don't know, rhinos are very related to horses, so in a evolutionary sense. But yeah, so I always think that that design is great and hilarious and just badass all in at the same time. Now, for those who have had this figure, the sculpt is exactly what you would expect. It's got the craggly parts, it's got the lumpy parts, it's got the craggly lumpy parts. So it's all over. I like it, but like I said, a wash would do this guy insane. He's got his craggly butt cheeks. I think this version of him is where he had the suit. But then later versions, I think he like mutated into a Rhino. So I don't know. Let me know, because I'm pretty sure that's what it is, but you never know. So I like this little bit of paint that they did. Like, I like it, but I don't. I like it because they're actually putting paint on it, but I don't like it because I feel like it should be inverted. I feel like the base tone should be this color, and then where they painted should be the base color, because they highlighted parts. So it's all the bright spots. So this is where you would put highlights, not shading color. And highlights obviously are brighter colors, but they put so just, it does throw me off a little bit. It is just a weird choice. Like if somebody was to flip the colors on those, this would be fucking phenomenal. But I think that's a little part that's holding it back. I don't like that they didn't update the pinless arms. They did unpinify the shoulders, because they got rid of those shoulder pads, and those shoulder pads had holes in them. So I'm really happy that they did that. Obviously, they gave us 2 new head sculpts, but other than that, the only things that are painted are his toesies. I do like them. Like I said, the horns, and then the fingernails are painted on the hands as well. So I really do like the way that that looks. Let's go ahead and take a look at the alternate head here. So if you don't want an Angie Rhino, how about just a semi-Angie Rhino? So there's the unsnarling head, like the unsnarling head. Oh, I like him. He's just like angry. It's just, they are great fucking head sculpts, man. I am definitely leaving the teeth out one, but this is a great head sculpt too. Great paint on the horn, the eyes, all the same stuff over there. And then obviously for some reason you don't want fists on your Rhino, which I think the only excusable answer for that is if you want him to hold up Spider-Man or a pipe or something. But you do get an interchangeable pair of hands. So this one's kind of like a trigger finger. Don't really know why they went ahead with that option. And then this one's more just like an open, just like an open hand. So you can put them on both sides. For me, my boy's keeping on the fists, because why the fuck not, right? He's a Rhino. He needs to be punching shit. But yeah, I think that that looks great. I like the extra accessories. Very happy with that. His articulation's okay too. We can go take a look at that real quick. The articulation is as follows. The head is on a hinge peg at the bottom of the neck, so it'll rotate. He'll go up that far, which is good, down a little bit, which is also good for Rhino. It'll rotate, so it's not crazy articulation, but I definitely like it. It definitely works. Shoulders, if you tuck them in, will only go up that far. That's pretty shit. Rotate 360. Bicep swivel, single jointed elbow that just gets about 90, and then wrist swivel and hinge on all the hands. Would have liked the vertical hinge on these hands to hold Spidey up a little bit better, but unfortunately it doesn't do that. The ab crunch is pretty much useless. He's going to go forward that much, back that much. It's literally 2 clicks. It's either forward or straight. I don't really like that. Waist swivel, which is incredibly ugly. Don't like that neither, but whatever. Hips go out that far. He'll kick forward. He'll kick back. Upper thigh cut. Single jointed knee, but that works really good. I like that. It's a little weirdly designed, but I do like it. The ankles go up, down, and they rotate and pivot. So I know, like I'm saying, I don't like that, but honestly, it really doesn't bother me. I don't think he needs to be super articulated, just enough to get into punching and running poses, and honestly, he does that very well. So I'm very much okay with that, especially when you get him next to Spider-Man. This is the Renew Your Vows 2-pack version of Spider-Man. Review for him is up on the channel now. Love this Spider-Man. Probably Marvel Legend of the Year for me. But damn, do they not look fantastic together? Is that just me? Boom, you could have Rhino fucking sucking the shit out of him. And Rhino's like heavy enough to where he can hold Spider-Man's weight up completely, which I like that a lot. You could get him just bam. And that's pretty damn balanced. So I like that a lot. You can get Spider-Man on his back and shit. It's awesome. Now, Rhino doesn't have to be huge. At least not in my head. So, like, just neutral poses. Pretty vanilla posed Rhino. Let's go ahead and get Spidey all posed up vanilla-ly. Vanilla Illy. I don't really know. Let me know what word I could use. But he's pretty big. He's not huge, but he's big enough, definitely. As far as other comparisons go, let's go ahead and get out the Zach Toys team. So here he is next to Peely, who would fuck Rhino up. Here he is next to Zombie Captain America. Here he is next to Dark Knight Returns McFarlane Toys Batman. Here he is next to the Marvel Legends Darwin. And then finally, here he is next to none other than Silly Kong himself from NECA. So he's about the size of a NECA Kong. That's like the best one. But yeah, so I do really like his size. I like his big stocky nature. I think he's a little blocky, but honestly, you know, I think that definitely works for Rhino. So damn, do I not love this Rhino. This Rhino is awesome. I've always wanted a Rhino in my collection. Obviously I couldn't afford to build a figure with these resale prices. I'm wondering if it's going down in price. I don't know. I'd be interested to know. Let me know. But I mean, this is a dream figure improved. I almost bought the Marvel Select Rhino on the same day for 40 or 45 or something like that. But I held my tongue and I was like, nope, let me think with my wallet, not with my head. So I went ahead and didn't get it. But I do really like that Rhino he looks really good too. But now I don't feel like I really need that as much because I have this. I just really like Rhino. I do have a Rhino collection, like Marvel's Rhino collection. I have a lot of Rhino figures and just random shit. I know it's like a weird collection to have, but I do have it. So anyway, I believe that's all I got for today. So at the price point of I paid $40 for this guy, I think that's pretty fair. I'm going to go ahead and give him a 8 out of 10. Pinless joints on the arms. The paint is a little weird and the articulation isn't super great. So objectively a 10, subjectively a 10. Wait, I'm stupid. So objectively an 8 out of 10, but subjectively a 10 out of 10 because I really just wanted a Rhino. So I'll go ahead and give him an objective 8 out of 10. But anyway, let me know what you guys think. Do you guys pick up this Rhino? Do you have to build a figure? Do you fucking hate Rhino? Because if you do, you suck. He's a classic Spider-Man villain, but I love it. So I believe that's all I got for today. If you have not already, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Also, be sure to follow me on TikTok and Instagram. I post a lot of pictures and videos on there. I have a lot of fun, and I'm sure you all will too. But that's all I got for today. So as always, let me know. You copping? Let me know. See you guys in the next one. Peace.